This is a delightful little story. It's a true story and it's from America. Listen to this. Many years ago, the writer says, I worked as a taxi cab driver. And one time I had to pick up a passenger in the middle of the night. When I arrived at the address, the building was dark, except for a light in the ground floor window. Many drivers would wait for a couple of minutes and drive away in such circumstances. But I thought of passengers that might need my assistance. Therefore, I always went to the door and knocked. And I did the same on this night too. And I heard a weak voice of an elderly woman. Just a minute. The door opened, and I saw a small lady in her 80s, wearing a dress and a pillbox hat. She had a small suitcase in her hands. What a lovely picture that is. I don't know what a pillbox hat is, but this little old lady, she's 80, she's a small lady, she's in her 80s, and she's got this small suitcase in her hands. What a lovely picture. So I took the lady's suitcase, he goes on to say, and helped her to walk to the cab. Thank you for your kindness, she said. It's nothing, I said. I just try to treat my passengers the way I would want my mother treated. You are a very decent person, she said. When we got into the cab, she told the address and asked, could you drive through downtown? I told her that it was not the shortest way. I know, but there is no rush, as I am on my way to a hospice. I have no family left. I noticed tears in her eyes. I quietly switched off the meter, God bless him, and asked what route would she like me to take. While we drove through the city, the old lady showed me the places that were important to her. The building where she worked as an elevator operator. The house where she and her husband lived just after their marriage. The warehouse where was a ballroom many years ago. And she went dancing there when she was a young girl. I imagine she could hear wisps of music from long ago coming out from that warehouse which had been a ballroom, and she remembered her youth when she was young and carefree. After 2 hours of driving, she quietly said, I'm tired. Let's go now. As soon as we arrived at the address she had given me, 2 orderlies came out to the cab. They seemed to be waiting for her. I took the lady's suitcase while she was seated in a wheelchair. Tell me how much I owe you, she asked. I said that she owes me nothing. But you have to make a living. There are other passengers, I said, and gave her a hug. She held on to me tightly. Thank you for giving me those moments of joy, she said. When I was walking to the cab, I heard a door shut. I thought to myself that it sounded like the closing of a person's life. That day, I did not pick up any more passengers. I just drove without any purpose, lost in thoughts about the old lady. What if she had gotten an angry or indifferent driver who was impatient to end his shift? It seems to me that this drive was the most important thing I've done in my life. You know, we always look for great moments, don't we? Those big moments, those great opportunities. But sometimes great moments can catch us unawares, beautifully wrapped in what might be considered to be nothing in particular. We mustn't miss those moments. Hallelujah.